Hello friends, today I'd like to show you how to put ads on Facebook, which can be super easy and it can come at very low prices too. I mean, you could even advertise stuff for $1 per day. This thing I have in front of me, it says sponsor, which means that it's an ad and someone has paid for this thing. Namely, these guys here, the Hero Wars web administrators that paid. In order to put your own ad on Facebook, you must first create your own page. And I'm gonna show you all over the process from scratch, and then we're gonna put an ad afterwards to show you how the details of this thing, how to do it. To create a page, you must first click here and then over here. So I'm gonna put this name for our example here, a category, let's say history. Don't pay attention to that. And bio optional, welcome, create, and then you should fill all of that information, but for our example here I'm not gonna do anything of that, so I'm just gonna skip everything, okay? So I'm gonna post something in this page to show you how to promote it to people afterwards. Let's assume I'm gonna promote my own tutorial about something. Now that I posted something, there's this boost post button that has appeared beneath it, which means that if I click this thing, I can promote it to other people, alright? Let's click this thing and see what happens. So here I can choose the goal of the ad, automatic messages, engagement, depending on what you want to do to get from your audience. You're gonna choose the appropriate goal as well, okay? I'm gonna leave it like this for the time being. Leave this on, and the button, you can choose what kind of button will appear over here, and in our case I'm just gonna leave it for, it can be shop now for instance if you want. See what happens. Shop now. I'm gonna leave it to no button for our example here. This doesn't concern us, so it's gonna be on. Here you can choose the audience that you will advertise this thing. You can choose many things such as the location, the gender, the age group. Say that I want to advertise this thing to men, okay? And I want to advertise it to people above that age here. The locations I will choose here will be New York, for instance. Here you can expand the radius of the ad, meaning that everyone in this radius will see this ad in their Facebook feeds. And the detailed targeting all the interests of the people that I'm interested in, okay? Once I'm done, I hit save audience. And you can choose here the duration of the ad, how often it will appear to people, and when it's gonna end, and the budget that you will allocate overall. I mean, the total amount of money you will spend at maximum. Meaning that each day, for instance, if it's for a 7-day period, it's divide this with 7 and you will see how much you will spend on a daily basis. The more you spend, the more people will click and will see your advertise. This is the general rule of thumb when it comes to advertising things on the internet, okay? Most of the times. So leave this on. I'd highly recommend to leave this on so that your advertising is seen by a lot of people in Instagram, Messenger, and Meta Audience Network aside from Facebook. So here you will add the payment methods, or you will change your payment methods in case you have already set up your own methods. Okay, this is how the ad will appear to people. Okay, and this is how many people will view. The estimation of Facebook of how many people will view this ad, how many people will engage this ad, meaning how many people will click it, or how many people will comment or share or like. This is engagement basically. One final thing before I end this, I want to show you something regarding the audience. These are Facebook's estimation, okay? And in New York, these are the rates of clicks or engagement I'm gonna get from people. Let's assume I'm changing the city's location where I want the ad to appear actually. So let's say I choose Dublin instead. As you can see, the number of engagement has doubled almost in the Dublin, which means that advertising here is much cheaper than it was in New York. So you gotta keep that in mind too. If you want cheaper advertising, you must choose the right locations in case you can do that. That is, in case the things you sell are global and not just local things that can only be sold in your own city. All right. This happens because cost per click, meaning the money you pay for every click, is cheaper in Dublin than it is in New York, apparently. So keep that in mind as well if you want to spend less money and you have talking to an English speaking audience. All right? What I wanted to say here is that the cost advertising varies from place to place. So keep that in mind as well. That was what I was trying to tell you, if it was clear enough, because I'm a little anxious since these are my first tutorials and I want to be as thorough and explanative as possible. Okay, once you're done with the ad and all of the details, by clicking this button, you publish it. Now, we were waiting for the approval of the Facebook admins to approve this ad. And once they do that, the ad will go live and people will be able to see this thing, okay? Now, this is the ad center where you can see all of your ads. Currently, it's in a review, as you can see, meaning it hasn't been approved yet. So once this thing is approved, it will go live and people will be able to see this in the location and in the audiences that you have chosen. So for instance, people in Dublin at the age range that I have chosen will be able to see this ad now, some of them, in their Facebook feeds. Alright, so that concludes one final thing. You can post the advertisement at any time you want in case you're not satisfied with it by clicking here. Now the button, the post button doesn't appear because the ad isn't live yet. But once it goes live, you will be able to post it as well here. Or if you want to find the ad sender because you have trouble finding it, click here and then this is the ad sender over here, okay? And in the ads manager, you can pay your ads as well, or change payment methods too, in case. So that concludes this tutorial. Thank you for watching and please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you very much.